he kind of did it to himself. Hartley Sawyer, also known as on The Flash as the Elongated Man, will not be returning for the next season of The Flash.
Yeah, I read about that, and I'm like, fuck, it's...
I don't know. It's well, I'll tell you. It says CW producer Warner Brothers TV and Berlanti Productions and executive producer Eric Wallace stated that in regards to Mr. Sawyer's post on social media, we do not tolerate derogatory remarks that target any race, ethnicity, national origin, gender, or sexual orientation. Such remarks are I don't know, whatever that word is, to our values and policies, which strive and evolve to promote a safe, inclusive, and productive environment for our workplace.
You know, it's funny because I was just warming up to that character.
Me too.
It was because at first, he was kind of like a sleazebag, but
yeah, and then he was kind of in this little limbo area where you didn't really know what he was doing. Like they didn't know what he was doing. Now it should be said to put everything out there. The comments that he said was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
He posted on social media 10 years ago. In fact, there's a growing group of people that are saying 10 years ago he's apologized to it. He's tried to become a better person.
A lot of things can happen in 1 year. A lot of things can change. I mean, people go through different things, different shit. I mean, and I'm not by any means giving this motherfucker a pass. But I mean, 10 years ago, we lived by different, I don't know, even the movies that were being made, we lived in a different environment, different, how can I say this? We expressed ourselves different. We weren't watching our P's and Q's like we are now. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah, but...
I'm not saying it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, because, that basically it's just been boiling up until it got to this point where it's, it's all fucked up. I mean, but I mean...
I don't know. I read the tweets, dude. They were pretty rough. I mean, it's not like he just said some offhanded kind of funny shit. They were pretty brutal.
Yeah, I can see.
I mean, but at the same time, what is at what point in time can a person change? You know what I mean? I guess that's kind of where I'm wondering. Is there a standard that a person can reach or obtain to prove that he or she is not that same person anymore? Or is it you've done it? That's who you are.
You're
now
fucked.
You got to live with the consequences and eat a dick.
I don't think.
I don't know.
Come on. Look, when we were growing up back in the days, I mean, come on, we used to tell off-color jokes. I mean, really.
Oh, and I 100% agree with you.
In fact, everybody used to do that. People didn't get butthurt like they do nowadays. I mean, and it was. Especially like I grew up in an environment where we had white people, we had black people, so ragging on each other was kind of like the normal thing. And then, I mean, we didn't take it to a personal level, like, okay, so you're telling Mexican jokes, okay, well, now I'm gonna hit you up with a white joke, or vice versa, know. And we all did that, and at the end of the day, we were still friends. I don't know. It was different times, different environments.
Right.
I mean, because now...
It's still... I mean, I 100% agree with you.
No, what I'm saying...
I know I've said some stupid shit.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we've all said stupid shit. And I don't give a shit how pure you think you are. And I mean, just... One thing that I want to get out there, because a lot of people tend to forget, is every race has their assholes. Just like we can say whites have white supremacists, there is Hispanics that will not tolerate any other race but Hispanic. And there's blacks who, hey, if you're not black,
Right.
Exactly. They will not tolerate you.
100%.
And I mean, because of those, just like we have those people, I mean, we can't say that all Hispanics are bigots too, or all blacks don't like white people. That is not true at all. I mean,
right.
And right now, I mean, like I said, the situation right now is just it's all over the fucking place right now, and I don't know.
I don't know. I still think there should be some kind of I don't know, like okay, well, you really want to prove that you're not the same person. Okay, well, do the show for a year and donate everything you make to charities that support the people that you were talking out against. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's the way to prove that you're a better person. I'm just saying, as an idea,
Well, I mean,
there's got to be some way.
It's crazy. I mean, look, right now, once again, I'm not giving anybody a pass, but okay, we say a lot of the times we say, well, those are youthful mistakes, because I mean, how old is this person? 30s? He was
maybe
those things are like he said those things in his 20s when you're young and stupid and think you're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. Now, okay,
right.
Okay, it's very wrong, but now I've been watching a lot of videos that have been popping up on Facebook. Apparently, I don't know, they all seem to be coming from California, where you see young blacks slapping the shit out of I think it was like a corn man or something, like a older Hispanic guy selling corns, and out of nowhere they just come over here and they're just like fucking beating the shit out of him. Another one, the old guy has his food. Now, is it so what do we say about that person? Is that person can that person change in the future? Can he learn from his mistakes? Let's say 10 years from now, when he loses a job because somebody shows their boss that video where he's slapping that Hispanic. I don't know if it was Mexican, because I mean, could be anything. But let's say that this black kid loses his job because he's slapping the fuck out of that. But he says, I'm not that same person. I've changed. I've grown in the last 10 years.
Right.
I mean, it's a fucking double-edged sword. It's It
really is. But another thing though is we've kind of even gotten farther than that. I don't know if you heard about the soccer player that got fired over a tweet his wife made.
A soccer player got fired over a tweet his wife made. No, I did not hear that. Obviously, as far as soccer, I mean, I know. I don't really follow soccer.
It was a soccer player.
I don't really follow soccer, but anyway.
Well, my point was like this is where we have gotten to. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, what a family member. Let's say your wife tweets something, and you lose your job over that. Well, I mean, the thing is that everything's all fucked up, and we all have to find a way to get along.
Yeah, it was L.A. Galaxy dumps the soccer player over his wife's racist and violent posts about George Floyd protesters.
Yep.
So now I'm not by any means am I saying what she said was right. I'm just saying that how are you going to fire him for shit that he didn't even write? You know what I mean? It just means
it's what I'm saying. Once again, like I said, it's like we can't blame a whole race for what a few individuals do.
Right.
It's very hard.
That having been said, there is a serious petition going on for the CW to rehire Hartley Sawyer as the elongated man. So it says that a lot of fans have signed on and said, listen, this guy, it was a long time ago, and you should give him another chance. So,
well, that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, in a period of 10 years, I mean, we change a lot. We stop.
Right.
I mean, even us regular people that aren't in front of the spotlight, we look back. I mean, come on. When you sit back and you think about the person you were 10 years ago.
10 years ago, I am not that person. I can promise you that.
We are, like I said, a lot of us are not the same people we were 10 years ago. We are not. We're just not.
Okay. So let's move on to some better, happier news.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Okay, so we know a lot of pro-law enforcement TV shows are being canceled right now.
Yeah.
around the board. I mean, Live PD got canceled, Cops got canceled. They're talking about canceling Paw Patrol. You know, a lot of these pro law enforcement are being canceled. Except, interestingly enough, except for Law and Order. Law and Order seems to be the one that everybody accepts as being for everybody.
Well, Law and Order, is that like a scripted show?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, Cops is kind of like a reality TV, you know? Although...
Right.
And, yeah, Law and Order, I've... you know what? I don't think I've ever seen an episode.
Well, they say the Law and Order SVU is the reason why most people are accepting of that police officer TV or police TV show or law TV show, if you will, because the lady who plays the main character on there, on the show and off the show, is such a huge advocate for fair treatment across the board for everybody, that they're going to keep it going. In fact, they went as far as they now have a new spinoff coming up, and it's going to be Law and Order Organized Crime.
I see.
And it's still set to premiere this fall. Now, I personally have watched Law and Order SVU for 23 seasons. It's a long running show, and I've watched it from day one. One of the characters that everybody really loved was Christopher Maloney. Anyways, he played a guy named Detective Elliot Stabler, and he was on the show for, Christ, I want to say 14 or 15 of those seasons he was on the show, somewhere in that area.
Okay, so, but after contract negotiations, he decided everybody connected to him, and even himself, they all walked their separate ways. Like, hey, we can't figure this out. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and leave. Well, anyways, they decided to bring him back, and he's going to be heading this new show, Law and Order Organized Crime, in which, let's see, centers around Stabler's position as the head of the NYPD division investigating organized crime. So good ups on him coming back into the SVU world or universe, if you will. I'm happy about that. I'm sure some other people, unlike you, have actually seen the show. Yeah, like I said, I've spent my time working or watching other type of stuff, you know. And no, I'm not saving the universe right now.
Okay. So, something kind of neat that I read, and the more and more I think about it, the more I think this is potentially a really good situation, a good thing, and it does maybe have some odd side, it could have some implications otherwise, but I think for what it's designed, I think it's really good. Okay, so Apple has launched a feature in 2018 called Shortcuts, which helps you write different things on your iPhone, right?
Okay.
Well, one widely shared thing that this thing can do is called Police Shortcut. Where when you are pulled over, if you have this all the way set up prior to being pulled over. So you go through the time, you set everything up, you fill everything out. What will happen is when you get pulled over, you put your phone in a cup holder and you say, Siri, I'm being pulled over. And what happens is the phone will automatically go dark and turn on the camera. So if you were to look at the camera, you won't know that it's on and being in recording. But it is.
Okay. Back up. So iPhone, police shortcut. You can set it up, and then when you're being pulled over, you can say, Siri, I'm being pulled over. And the camera goes dark, but it turns on the camera so that you can still record, but the screen will not give any. That
is what a lot of people are saying, that if you have somebody that knows how to do it, adjust some of the settings, that the screen will go black.
The screen goes black, so it doesn't look like you're recording.
It dims enough to where you can't really see it. And what happens is it automatically starts video recording what's going on. Now, at the same time, simultaneously, the moment you say, Siri, I'm being pulled over, a message is sent to a predetermined contact or contacts saying, this person is being pulled over, here are the coordinates, or here's where he's at.
Oh, wow, that is awesome. So not only does it videotape, it will send like a text message or something to the people that you choose